Hey, are you guys ready for another road trip? We are sitting at the Coho Ferry right now, waiting to board, where we're setting off on a 3-week road trip. First leg, we're gonna go to Hot Rod-A-Rama in Pendleton, Oregon. It's a really cool traditional hot rod show. Then we're gonna go explore like the Oregon, Idaho, Nevada desert for a bit, and then we're gonna eventually work our way down to Speed Week at the Bonneville Salt Flats. So we've got the Roadster loaded up in the trailer. We got brown sugar ready to go. This whole trip is the whole reason why the Cummins swap happened on this. And yeah, we're gonna be staying in the trailer. We got the Roadster in the back, bed above it, living quarters and stuff. So follow along, it's gonna be a fun trip. Jim and Vanessa just pulled into the lineup. They're going to be joining us for the first part of the trip to Hot Rod-A-Rama. Hi, guys. So we're just on Highway 101 right now, just outside of Port Angeles, Washington, heading towards Tacoma. This is really like the first time we've pulled the trailer since putting the Cummins in, or at least pulled like on the highway. So far, everything is working really good. The EGTs, like we're in some hills right now. EGT is sitting at about 700. So far, it hasn't got any higher than 1,000. Transmission temperatures are really happy. We're doing about 55, 60 miles an hour. So I'm very happy with everything so far. Hopefully it holds up like this for the rest of the trip.
Here we are at Fat Smitty's in Discovery Bay, Washington. If you're ever on the Olympic Peninsula, stop here for a good cheeseburger. Yeah, look at this thing. That's a cheeseburger. Don't take my pickles.
I don't want your pickles.
We're just back on the road now. Jim's shoebox, during that, we just went up a pretty big grade and it started to get a little warm, and it's actually started vapor locking a little bit. So he pulled over on the side of the road, let it cool down a bit. The previous owner of that car put an electric fuel pump in, and when Jim got the car, he disconnected it because the stock mechanical pump seemed to be working fine. But I think it might be a bit weak because on these big hills, it's really hot out today too, but on these big hills, it's cutting out. So he hooked it back up. It seems to be happy now. So hopefully that's the only issues we have.
Well, Jim's fuel pump seems to be working. We can tell because his fuel tank needs more fuel. We're in Olympia now. Everything's running good. Heading towards Portland now. We're kind of taking a different plan than we originally planned because we took a wrong turn kind of up on the peninsula. But whatever, it's an adventure.
We are just north of Portland. Stopped to get fuel for the first time in the truck. It's getting 13.5 miles per gallon, pulling a loaded 24-foot enclosed car trailer, which I'm pretty happy with. There's a lot of curves and hills and stuff on 101. So I'm curious to see what it'll be now that we're like out on the interstate, on the flat open area here. Jim's car is kind of acting up a bit, so we're just letting it sit in the breeze to cool down a bit. It's really hot. There's a huge heat wave warning everywhere right now. It is, I think it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit right now, 31 degrees Celsius, which doesn't seem that hot, but it's also like, it's 6:30 at night right now. So all day has been pretty hot. And it's only supposed to get hotter as we go. I think in Pendleton, where we're going tomorrow, is supposed to be 44 degrees Celsius, which is like, I think 111 Freedom Eagles or whatever you Americans call it. I don't remember now. But yeah, so hopefully once that cools down, it'll be a little bit better. We're gonna keep heading into Portland, get some food, and then go inland. Cool. We're in Memaloose Park, I think, wherever that is. It is midnight. It is still 30 degrees. That's 85 Fahrenheit for those not Celsius people. We're going to crash in the trailer here for the night. It is really hot in there. It's probably going to suck, but I don't know. That's life on the road. So yeah, we'll sleep here and hit the road in the morning. We only got a couple hours to go. Hopefully we can get to Pendleton before it gets ridiculously hot. Good morning. We've survived the night. It was like 30 degrees all night. It's still really hot. You know why Shannon is amazing? Because sleeping in a rest area in a trailer, she still figured out how to make coffee in the morning so that when we all woke up, we had coffee. It's great.
Thank you.
Anyways, we got like 2 hours to go to Pendleton, where it's supposed to be ridiculously hot. So we're gonna try to get there and beat the heat. So we're about a half an hour from Pendleton right now. It is currently 37 degrees, which is 100 degrees Celsius. Jim's shoebox is getting a little cranky again, so we just stopped at a gas station and wet the radiator down. We actually opened the cap up and topped it back up with some garden hose water, and it's happy again. So we're gonna hit the highway, and another hopefully half an hour we'll be there.
We're 20 miles from Pendleton, and it's not happy again. So we're gonna pull the hood right off. Oh man, we made it. What an adventure. That was 2 hours, was ruthless. What a cool motel. It's so hot out right now that the ground is sticky. All right, now the fun begins. Celebrate with a bubbly. Hey, we're heading down to the convention center to check in. It's hat weather, except for Jim. Jim doesn't wear hats. I've had this registration for 3 years and haven't lost it yet. That was from pre-COVID Hot Rod-A-Rama.
Friday morning, and we are down at the Pendleton Convention Center setting up for Hot Rod-A-Rama. We got a vendor spot here, so we're just gonna drop the trailer, put the awning out, park the roadster to it, hopefully sell some shirts and parts. Going over to check out the swap meet.
Dave loves Roadster. Still running good with that rear end we put in at Tuesdays.
We're gonna head down to the Oregon Grain Growers Distillery for a little after party. Okay, we're on day 2 of Hot Rod-A-Rama. It is hot again, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been doing a lot of filming because we've mostly been just hiding in the shade. Yesterday it hit 116 degrees and today I think it's supposed to hit 114. We did get some cool shots from inside, but yeah, there's a big cruise later on tonight, so we'll probably get a lot of shots for you guys then. Jim's shoebox is still vapor locking really bad. So we're gonna try to fix that now because it's cooled down a bit so we can actually work on stuff. And Jim and Vanessa are heading back to Victoria tomorrow when Shannon and I head off to Bonneville. So they'll be on their own. So we're gonna try to fix this thing now. We have, it's hot out. So we went and chromed his whole fuel system here with some Reynolds Wrap Saskatchewan chrome. The other thing we're going to do is, so this fuel pump, first of all, before all you keyboard warriors get in there going, oh, that's not where you're supposed to mount the fuel pump, Jim didn't put this in here. This was in here when he had already bought the car and he had never even used it until this trip. So he has now bought another fuel pump, a brand new electric one. I don't know where it is, somewhere in this trunk. And we're gonna mount it at the back by the fuel tank. Electric fuel pumps need to be mounted by the tank where they push the fuel up. They don't like pulling fuel. So hopefully between the tinfoil chrome job and the new pump, this will, oh, look at that. Edelbrock. That's got to add some serious horsepower. 30 at least. So yeah, we're going to do that now and then hopefully still make the cruise tonight.
There it is. It's definitely not the cleanest job I've ever done, but it's a good parking lot fix. Hopefully it works. It's buzzing away when Jim turns the key on and we got no leaks.
Want me to turn it on?
Yeah, turn it on.
I hear it.
There it is. Cool. Hopefully that does the trick. 18th time's the charm. Yep.
Okay, one of the cool things that happens here at Hot Rod-A-Rama is on Saturday evening, everybody gets out and cruises up and down the two main streets. There's two one-way streets here. So now that we got Jim's car all done, we're gonna go for a drive. Okay, it's Sunday morning now. Today's kind of like the last day of Hot Rod-A-Rama. We're just back at the Oregon Grain Growers Distillery, having some tacos and coffee. This wraps up around 10 o'clock, and then everybody heads home. So there's Hot Rod-A-Rama in a nutshell for you. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to check out the website, lgspeedcustom.com. Also, check out the Cavalieros. All the music in this video was done by Victoria's surf band, the Cavalieros. So check out thecavalieros.com. And yeah, from here, we're still on the road. We're heading to Bonneville next for Speed Week. That starts, today's Sunday, Speed Week. Tech starts on Thursday, so we're going to try to be there for Thursday. So stay tuned for a video on that. That's coming up next. So thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it.